The Blue Lamp Syndrome, Rewritten Lives. The opening details Edward's monotonous morning route as a courier. He doesn't just deliver letters. He fabricates a story for every recipient, a habit stemming from his stalled dream of writing a mystery novel. He is perpetually stuck on the first page, yearning for an event that would make his life as interesting as fiction. The delivery of the blue envelope to Leonardo DiCaprio's high-security penthouse is slow and tense. After the successful delivery, as Edward pulls away, he catches a glimpse of a nearby street lamp momentarily flashing blue. He rationalizes it as a mercury vapor lamp malfunction. The news report about the fire at the old studio, the envelope's address, reinforces the mystery. That night, Edward's dreams are disturbed. He constantly sees a sweaty man, the writer, at a dusty typewriter, with a single ominous blue lamp illuminating the machine. This is the first seed of the syndrome in Edward's subconscious. Edward returns to Leo's building under a pretext and is finally invited inside. The art collection is vast, reflecting not just wealth but an obsessive, fractured search for identity. Leo DiCaprio explains the Blue Lamp Syndrome, claiming it was the final, unfinished work of his closest friend, the writer, who vanished 15 years ago. Leo sets the rule for Edward: this isn't a detective game. It's a game of recognition. Find the blue lamp. The rest will follow. He hints that the envelope was a post-mortem attempt by his friend to pull him back from his own opulent, reclusive life. Leo sends Edward to the last known place the writer visited, the city's oldest independent bookstore. At the bookstore, Edward finds the first blue lamp, an antique reading lamp. Tucked under it is the business card of EMEL, the writer's former publisher. On the back, in the writer's handwriting, is scribbled, "Being rewritten." Edward meets Emil. She confesses she always found it strange how Leo DiCaprio only appeared after the writer disappeared. She tells Edward the writer and Leo were eerily similar, and the writer had been struggling with severe psychological distress, often speaking about shedding his identity to become someone famous. Edward confronts Leo with Emil's name. Leo becomes visibly agitated but dismisses her as a jealous, forgotten publisher. Edward notices Leo's fleeting panic. Edward's next clue leads him to a university library. The second blue lamp is a dusty old slide projector. It projects a faded image from a literature seminar. Two young men standing side by side. One is Leo, the other the writer. They are virtually indistinguishable. As Edward drives his route, he realizes the Blue Lamp Syndrome is no longer just the writer's story. It is infiltrating his own reality. He begins nervously double-checking every letter he delivers. Edward arrives at the final clue, the basement archive room of the courier company. The room is dark, save for a single old table lamp, the blue lamp, on a desk. Beneath it are the writer's journal and his old typewriter. The journal documents the writer's decline, driven by his obsession with fame and a profound loathing for his ordinary existence. The final entries confess to creating an imaginary, successful alter ego named Leo. His ultimate plan: to kill his real, unsuccessful identity and physically adopt the persona of his fictional creation, Leo. The location of this identity swap is noted as the courier basement. The door slams open. Leo DiCaprio enters. Leo, the writing is finished. The draft is complete. Leo admits he is the writer. The ultimate irony is that in the process of acting out the Leo character, he himself has become irreversibly consumed by it. He tells Edward that when he saw the ordinary courier, he used him as the final narrative element, a release clause to break free from the monstrous vanity of Leo. The blue envelope was the final test. But now, Leo is too addicted to his fame to let go. Leo, you are part of the story, Edward. You represent my lost ordinariness. Leo offers Edward a substantial sum of money to destroy the journal and never utter a word about the identity swap. Edward faces a moral dilemma: expose the secret for the fame that eluded him as a writer, or take the money and use the secret as material for his own fiction, remaining ordinary. Edward accepts the money, but before destroying the journal, he finds a loose note on the typewriter. In the writer's elegant handwriting, it reads, "The blue lamp is not just a light. It is a key. Carry it with you, and you begin to write your own story." Edward leaves with the journal and the money, while Leo remains alone in his penthouse, seemingly condemned to live forever as the famous Leonardo DiCaprio. Edward drives his courier van. He tosses the envelope of money onto the passenger seat. As he looks at his ordinary keychain, he notices something new. A small, battery-operated mini flashlight attached to his keys that shines a single blue light. Edward stares at the blue light in shock. "Edward," whispering, the new story begins. The blue light reflects in Edward's eyes. In the rearview mirror, his expression is no longer that of a simple courier, but of a man who knows the ultimate secret and is ready to start writing his own reality.